Woo! That's another goal for the world's finest.
You hit a dead rat.
You don't know what my target was.
I do now. It was a dead rat.
When you gonna lighten up? Doing these kinds of jobs used to be a fun time, remember?
That's how you remember it. I just think we were kids, you know? We didn't think about as much.
You know, that's your problem. You think just because we can be charged with felonies now, you have to walk on eggshells.
Well, yeah. It's a part of my problem.
Well, you just relax. Stealing is hilarious. Listen, the people, they're always like, oh my God, my livelihood's been stolen. What am I gonna do now? Oh, right. It's funny. Fine. All business then, like a couple of grown-ups.
I just want to try to act a little more professional.
Well, if that's what you want, you got it. Just a couple professional,
Burglars?
Well, yeah, but I was trying to think of a fancier, more businessy word.
Ah, right. Thieves? Nah. Oh, there's this really classy one that starts with an M.
Bandits?
Nah. Definitely starts with an M. Oh, doesn't matter. Here's the place.
Are you sure? I could have sworn it was blue.
Nah, I'm positive. This is the place. You must have seen an outdated picture or something.
All right. But if you're wrong, I told you so.
I'm fine with that. I just have that key I forged.
Oh, yeah. Have at it.
Thank you. Now, before we go in, let's get serious. Enough robbery chatter, okay? We go in, grab whatever's valuable, and we get the hell out of there, okay?
Yeah, you got it. Showtime. See, now wasn't that fun?
Yeah, okay. Guess it's been a while.
I knew you didn't forget how to have a good time.
Yeah, thank God we had these masks on. I had no idea they were going to be home.
Yeah, but we shut him up quick.
Yeah, we sure did. Hey, I've got something I gotta say.
Sure, anything, friend.
Well, I just wanted to apologize for what went down before the job.
No, please, it's not necessary.
No, I've got it. Shouldn't have said all that stuff about being professional or whatever. Didn't mean to come at you like that. We make a great team as it is.
Well, I gotta say, I really appreciate you saying that. I was feeling a little self-conscious earlier, but what you said helps a lot. You know, I thought you made some pretty good points about being more serious on the job. Oh, we should stop here.
How come? It's just a stoplight.
Yeah, but we're professionals, right? We should just look like a couple of guys going for a walk.
Yeah, okay. You know, I can't believe we're finally seeing eye to eye on this. It feels great.
You'll be seeing a lot more of each other where you're going.
Who the hell's there?
Come on out. We'll make short work of you, pal.
Hey, I don't like this. Let's get out of here.
Right. Let's just jaywalk and be on our way.
Oh, no you don't.
What is this? Who are you?
Hey, we're the real deal, man. Tell us your name, and we'll give you a chance.
Just like how you gave that family's house a chance, you're not the real anything. Just a couple of simple-minded marauders.
Marauders! That's the word you were looking for.
I surrender.
Fine. I'll go willingly. Please, just tell me. Who are you?
I am the one who makes criminals stop. I am what lights the way for justice. I am the stoplight. And your light just turned red.
Now don't touch that dial, 'cause you're watching
VTV.
What's got him in such a good mood?
Oh, him? He uses Splash, a product that does it all.
I never leave the house without mine.
I better get me a bottle quick!
Don't be like him and get caught without your Splash. Now in standard bottle size.
No! This internet is so tricky!
Don't you wish it could be easier? Hi, I'm Jonathan Spears, and my old man used to say, get to the barn before your cows start mooing. Now, he didn't have the internet, but if he did, he would have wanted users to stay safe online. That's why we at VTV have come up with 2 phrases to help you do just that. We at VTV want you to be Vigornet. To be Vigornet is to be vigilant on the internet. The steps to be Vigornet are located within the easy-to-remember acronym VTV SMART. To be VTV SMART means to verify your information online. Tape your laptop camera to keep out intruders. Vigornet. Share this acronym with your friends. Make sure that your friends and family are staying Vigornet. Ask around to see if people are committing crimes online. Remember to be Vigornet, and tell everyone how to be VTV smart, just like you.
Now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Good night, and welcome to 6 Minutes. I'm your host, Ben Eccleston, and tonight we'll be having a very special guest, Jonathan Harris. We'll be asking him all of the hard-hitting questions we all want to know the answers to, and we'll be getting down to the bottom of his recent controversies. All here on 6 Minutes. Enjoy. Welcome back to 6 Minutes. I'm sitting here with my guest, Jonathan Harris. Jonathan, how are you doing?
Fine, man. I thought we were just gonna go to lunch or something. This.
We'll go ahead and get comfortable because we have a lot to get through.
Okay.
I want to start off by talking about your early life. You grew up in a household where you were the middle child between an older brother and a younger sister. Talk to me a little bit about what that was like. Did you ever feel like you were the least favorite or like you were loved less than your siblings?
What? No. Not really. Why would you say that?
I also want to discuss some of your childhood trauma, if you're comfortable with that.
What childhood trauma?
Well, I'm specifically speaking about the time when you pooped your pants on the playground and it was a liquid poop, so it ran down your legs and out the bottom of your corduroys. And then all the other kids on the playground started pointing and laughing and saying, look, everybody, Jonathan pooped his pants. Look, everyone, it's runny. And you said, guys, stop, cut it out. My mom makes me eat eggs because they're healthy for me, but they make me gassy. And one kid said, that's not gas. You shitted yourself. We can all see it. And you started crying. And then the teacher had to come clean you up. And they gave you a new pair of pants from the Lost and Found, but those pants were too loose, so they kept falling down. And then the other kids started pulling them down on purpose. So you got a belt, but the belt was too tight. So then when they pulled your pants down, they pulled your underwear down with them. And you were really embarrassed about that as well. And then on top of that, all the kids at the school started calling you poop boy. And they would say, poop boy, look everyone, Jonathan's a little poop boy. And then that stuck around for a couple weeks, and then one day you got so mad about it that you accidentally pooped your pants again, and then the teachers were not happy with you this time because it was your 10th time pooping your pants in elementary school, and so they started making you wear a diaper. And then, of course, the children started calling you diaper boy, poopy pants, baby bitch boy, and you really couldn't take that, so you decided to transfer to another school. But when you got to that other school, it turns out a kid from your original school had a cousin there, so the word spread over to that school about your pooping incident, so they started calling you the nicknames too. Some even called you the poop monster. So you decided to go back to your original school, but when you got there, you had to deal with the embarrassment of going to another school, not being able to handle it, and coming back to the original school. So then they were ruthless, and one day you hit your boiling point. You really couldn't take it anymore, and you decided that you were going to fix it all by peeing in your pants so that it would cancel out the poop thing. But while you were peeing, you squeezed too hard and you accidentally pooped yourself yet again. So then all the children started calling you Piss Wizard, the Poop Lord, and that's the name that stuck all the way through middle school and high school, and frankly for the rest of your life. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
How did that make you feel?
Is that what you brought me here to ask?
Well, no, it's just one of the questions I think we all want to know the answer to.
I thought we were over this, man.
Well, I'm just trying to get a better understanding of your childhood trauma.
Why are you doing this, man?
What do you mean, why am I doing this? This is for the interview. Look, I'm trying to get the show off the ground, okay? I'm trying to get the show off the ground. I don't have any money, we barely have a studio, we don't have any equipment. I couldn't get any other guests on. You were the only one. Just go with it. Go with it. Just go with it. I also want to ask you some questions about your recent controversy.
What controversy?
You know, the one when... Okay, well, we don't have to talk about this if you're not comfortable with it. Well, that about wraps it up, I suppose. Thank you for joining me for this interview. And to the folks at home, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I have been your host, Ben Eccleston, and this has been 6 Minutes. Good night.
My name is Texas Tony, and I have a most special offer for all you pioneers at home. As you can see, I have just wandered upon all this lovely, profitable oil. I am gonna be rich! But first, I need your help. As you can see, as a cowboy, I have my belt buckle, my hat, but there is plenty of things I don't have. One of them is an active bank account. That's why I need you to send me your banking information so I can store all this lovely oil money. Yeehaw! See? Oil! Whoa! Call now and you'll be swimming in black goo in no time.
look amazing.
Can't say the same thing about you.
What?
You should have rented a tux from Holden's Tuxedo and Dress Rentals. They have the best tuxes in town for the lowest prices. The tuxedos are made out of quality materials, and if you buy one, they'll tailor it for the lowest price in town.
Yeah, I guess.
Holden's, the best tux in town.
Hello, my name is Mark, and this is my cooking show. I grew up in East Kansas City, and so did my mom, but my dad's family came from southern Wales. We used to go visit his Uncle Clifford, my great-uncle, who he was very close to, in St. Athan. I never looked forward to the trips because, well, I was a kid, and my uncle was, as my dad put it, good old Welsh mutton stock, which is to say his greatest joy in life was a freshly trimmed goat hoof. But there was one thing I did look forward to, and it was always the food. You see, Clifford was a pilot for a while, and a steel worker, and a goat farmer after that. And somewhere along the way, he learned to cook, like really cook. I'm bringing all this up because my great-uncle Clifford died about a year and a half ago. And long story short, I am now in possession of this. Turns out that Clifford actually wrote out a lot of his recipes. Now, some of these are just his take on Welsh or British staples, but a lot of it is totally original. Stuff that I've never heard of anywhere else. So, we're going to cook some of these. You're more than welcome to follow along at home. Yeah, so let's get to work. There was a period where I would order this basically every time I went out to dinner. And I had to stop because it just never measured up to what I remembered. But this version of the recipe is exactly what I wanted, and I hope you'll love it just as much as I do. So, first, we're gonna get our water boiling. Now, any mild creamy sauce works, but my favorite was always white clam sauce, so that's what we're gonna go with. Now, you don't want to use a brand new can of sauce for this recipe. One of the great things about it is it's a way of rehabilitating some of your sauces that might not be as fresh. Clifford's notes actually specify that the sauce should be at least 1 month, but no more than 16 past the date of expiration. You see, with fresh sauce, it's just not the same. There's just no personality. So once you've got your sauce bagged, you're just going to drop it straight into your pot and leave it there for 40 minutes to an hour. And there you have it, a beautiful old-fashioned boiled sauce. Now, you can put this on anything, meat, fish, whatever. The aging process really gives it this unique flavor that pairs really well with most stuff. Personally, I like to let it speak for itself. All right, moment of truth. Oh my God. This is a Keter Idris goat's milk butter. Aged 6 weeks, it's beautiful. Now, you can totally use regular butter for this, but if you can get the good stuff, I would highly recommend it. Anyways, we're just gonna set this aside for now. Now, this recipe takes a little bit, but it's pretty simple. All you need is water and gelatin, and one of these square pans. Now you could use square hole in the ground. I mean, that's what Clifford did, but, you know, now we have refrigerators. Clifford always liked to make his own gelatin, well, it definitely adds something if you do, but I'm not much of a butcher myself, so I just use store-bought. And then, after we add all these, we are just going to mix them until they're homogeneous. And then, we'll put that in the fridge and leave it there till it's firm. Oh, yeah. And there you go. And then you just... Then you just get the slice. Good things come to those who wait. Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys. This is, it's so good. Oh my. Should I publish this? I feel like the world needs to. Oh, I should publish this. Oh my.
This is your captain speaking. We need to take a quick break here, but don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with your regularly scheduled vacation.
Do you think Allison will say yes to the prom?
P.U. I think you're a bit too worried about your face and not enough about your smell. You need man oil. Man oil gives you a signature scent in seconds, and it's so cheap too. Here, use some of mine.
Thanks! Oh, wow! Now Allison will definitely say yes to the prom!
Man oil!
It's like my whole head tightens up.
It makes this awful puh noise.
I scrub and I scrub, but it just won't do.
It's like violent scratching.
I just don't know what to do.
Does any of this sound familiar to you? Or then you certainly haven't heard of Splash, the only recreational fluid on the market.
It's like relief I've never felt. Clean as a whistle.
It's peace of mind, and sometimes that's all you need.
Boats, cars, planes, trains, you need Splash to save the day. Eyes, feet, teeth, hair, you need Splash to save the day. House, work, fun in the sun, you need Splash to save the day!
This is your captain speaking. Sorry about the turbulence. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of your regularly scheduled vacation.
Hello, children. Welcome to Miss Frances' Story Place. Take that out of your mouth. I'm Miss Frances Carway. I'm an educator and I'm here to present to you an anecdote from my research abroad, which I hope you will find enriching. I specialize in... Laurent, there's a problem, I think. The children are biting one another. It's a little bit disruptive. Can you... Thank you, Laurent. Alright, settle down, please. Children, this is a true and tragic story of the East Connecticut Cracked Corn Club. Way back a long time ago, in the mid-80s, a man named Ernest Galloway had an idea. Ernest owned a small pasture in southeastern Connecticut where he grew corn. The majority of his stock was turned into cracked corn, which he sold as feed for livestock and made a decent living that way. But Ernest wanted more for himself. Though a farmer by trade, Ernest was a marketing executive at heart. And so he went to the county clerk's office and registered the East Connecticut Cracked Corn Club as an LLC. Now, Can any of you children tell me what LLC stands for? Yes, you?
Is it, legal corn company?
Is it legal corn company? No, it isn't. It's not. Basically, what Ernest Galloway tried to do was rebrand cracked corn as a food for people, not just for livestock. It didn't sell particularly well, but never one to be discouraged, Ernest set upon the next part of his plan. He needed a mascot. They say Ernest went into his workshop one morning and didn't come out for 3 days. Nobody knows what he did in there, but when he was finished, he had his mascot. Her name was Corn Thing, and she was his pride and joy. She starred in the first and only commercial for the East Connecticut Cracked Corn Club.
You're not a cow, nor a chicken either, but you can eat like one. Just listen to what the adorable Corn Thing has to say about it.
I think you should eat cracked corn even if you're a person and not a cow or a chicken. It's really super delicious.
Buy Galloway's Cracked Corn and join the East Connecticut Cracked Corn Club today.
Still, nobody bought the corn. Unfortunately, no matter how well Mr. Galloway sold it, it just wasn't food. And having spent all of its capital on advertising, the company fell apart almost immediately. Destitute, Ernest had lost all hope in his business. He had no more use for Corn Thing, so he took her out to the pasture and buried her.
Miss Francis?
Yes, young man.
Is Corn Thing okay? Does she get out?
Yeah, eventually she did, but she was never the same. I believe that in the time she spent buried in the earth, the cracked corn inside her spoiled, and she became cruel. Ernest's mother claims it was the entrepreneur's brother who convinced him to show mercy on the poor thing and dig her up. The brother claims it was Mrs. Galloway. Either way, 6 weeks after he buried Corn Thing, Ernest went out to the pasture and dug her up. Confused and disoriented from her time under the earth, she wandered the fields with no purpose. The family began to find her in strange places. And over time her vindictive nature grew. And so Ernest decided to throw her out once and for all.
No! Get back!
Give him back his thing. Yes, I can see you have it. Are you kids paying attention to the story? You there. Can you remember, can you tell me who founded the Cracked Corn Club? Do you know? Were you listening? We've been talking about him the whole time. Well, a little later, the Galloway farmhouse was lost in a fire, and all evidence pointed to Corn Thing as the most likely culprit. They never found her after that. Some say Corn Thing still roams the fields of Connecticut searching for her purpose. I personally think it's more likely she simply wandered until she found a quiet field somewhere to lie down and expire. That's the end of the story. Goodbye.